The third part of Sifat-ul-Huroof is about heavy letters. With the given name, you have to think, and there is a click in your mind that there is something heavy and there is something thick and strong, and it involves the whole mouth, and there is something like that which involves the back part of our tongue. So let's explore what type of letters will fall in this quality. As given in the example, the first letter is the letter Khod. During its pronunciation, you have to make sure that there is no whistle sound will produce during the pronunciation of the letter Khod. But when you pronounce the letter Khod, you can feel there is a thickness in the sound and the rising of your back part of your tongue. How? Khod. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد الله الصمد. In Surah Al-Ikhlas, you can take an example of Allahu Samad. Whole mouth is involved in its pronunciation and the tongue is also rising in our mouth. Okay, Sad, Sad. The second example is of the letter Wad. But the Wad, the brother of the letter Sad, and its makhraj is also the sides of our tongue when touches the upper premolars. Understand? So how can we pronounce the letter Wad in Surah Al-Fatiha? Wal-Dallin, Dallin. Here you can see the tongue is rising in our mouth and the sound is thick. That's why we put these letters in the heavy letter. Understand? The third example is of letter Ghain. Ghain. You can see the letter Ghain also have a thick sound. If I can give you an Quranic example, Ghairil, Ghairil, you can also take an example from Surah Al-Fatiha. Ghairil Maghdubi, Ghairil. Here you can see during its pronunciation, the sound is thick, heavy, and there is a rising of tongue in its pronunciation. Understand? Now move to the last example of heavy letters. And the last example is of letter Kha. The letter Kha, you know, it is the part of throat letters and it is pronounced from the upper part of our throat, which is towards our mouth. So how can we pronounce this letter? Kha, Kha, Khabirum Basir, Khabirum Basir. I am sure that you understand the quality of those letters which are known as heavy letters, and the nomination and the main rule to nominate these letters is to feel if there is a strongness and there is a thickness in the pronunciation and the rising of your tongue in your mouth. It means you are reciting the heavy letters. Now move to the last part of Sifatul Huroof, which will be about light letters.